Hello, I'm ABXToyCat and welcome back to another third channel mobile game video style thing. This is just a fun little experiment, and today we're going to be playing some more Pocket City, which has been a surprisingly fun game actually, and like since last time and this time, it just gets my city building desires out of the way, and in a way that doesn't seem like a lot of other mobile games. So I've actually been doing really well since last time. I maxed out my cash. If you look in the top left there, I've reached my bank account limit, which sounds a bit insane, it's a very game-style thing, but we're going to build a bank anyway to get things going bigger, and we're going to get this city just a little bit nicer. It's going to be wonderful. Oh, the bank actually costs all the money, which is silly, I've always thought games that, give you a max amount of cash are just a little bit silly. It's the same with Zelda and the rupee wallets. Really, is there no way to store... Actually, I guess with rupees it makes sense, but, a bank account, they're going to, start turning away money at 50,000. I don't think it makes sense, but I guess the game isn't really here just to make too much sense. Anyway, so with that said, today we're going to be, upgrading the city some more, getting things going, getting a fire station apparently, getting a lot of other things, because the game is slowly introducing me to lots of more, objectives and stuff through these different quests. And one of them is just to unlock a new area of land, and given that there's a treasure chest in this land over here, and there's also some treasure chests over here, we're going to get some new land going, and, get our city going there. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of wonderful. And I'm kind of looking forward to today, because I feel like our city's finally going to get some actual new things going on with it. Also, we can run a new block party soon, some fireworks, some... Wait, why would I ever want to start a tornado? I have the option to turn on volcanoes and thunderstorms? This sounds terrible. I'm not on board with that at all. So, yeah, also we got a power load issue. Everything's a little bit terrible, but that's fine. That's how cities are, right? They're terrible places that we all kind of like, because there's lots of nice things going on in them. So, yeah, anyway, while we, I guess, wait a little bit, because, oh, okay, now we can finally buy the treasure chest land. Actually, oh, there we go, Larry's gonna sell me some of the land around the place. 15,000, and now it's all mine. Hey, so, now I just need to know, how does that treasure chest become mine? Because, if my citizens find a treasure chest, does that, automatically become mine? I've always thought we have the weirdest system regarding, because, this is a real-life thing, that in real life, if you, do anything inside a country, then it's, considered yours, right? But if you ever, find oil in a country, that doesn't belong to you. So, if you find a random treasure chest in the forest, is that yours? Or is that, the forest owners? Or is that the government? And I guess because I'm the government, I'll say that I get it. But I'm just saying, there's some ethical questions we have to raise as a city owner right here. So, yeah, look at that. Got some XP. And I guess also make a bank.
How's it going?
I don't know if you can hear this, but there's some really minor sound effects for every person. Where they're we can't just have text on the screen, so we'll have a voice actor come in and say the first 3 words. It's a nice little touch, I guess. Anyway, I've just opened the bank, so we'll get some XP for that too. We're just rolling through the quest today. Personally, I'm not in, when it comes to games, I like the ones that, give you some form of guidelines to go through, because too much of an open world just isn't fun, because, games are about solving things. But in this case, I feel like we're going, a bit too heavy on the quests. There's just non-stop stuff going down here. Oh, also, so yeah, with that said, let's build some new things we got going. And let's talk a little bit about what's been going on today. Actually, we can build a beach first. No, okay, well, we'll go over park. Over here. Yeah, yeah, we're worth a park, right? So, just build one here. Nowhere near any houses, but that shouldn't affect how this works. Let's build some other nice things. But yeah, basically... today, oh, here are the trees. We'll just build a whole row over there, I guess. Is that 20 trees? That's close enough to 20 trees. But, yeah, I had a rather chilled out day today. I usually, spend most of my days just, working on videos, non-stop. But I've been just, spending a few days, relaxing with my girlfriend. And also just, I guess taking a tiny bit of, doing all my video stuff in the morning and then working on some other stuff during out that, doing just relax things throughout the days. And it's really weird that, as a YouTuber sometimes, there's just too much pressure to do everything now, fast, all the time. Because YouTube is, this constant source of, oh, okay, look at me. Got some money in exchange for those trees. Less money than the trees cost, and I'll probably get rid of the trees eventually. But it's nice regardless, right? It's not actually nice regardless. I feel like I'm cheated. But yeah, basically, it's nice to take a break. With YouTube, it's always a ongoing source of need to be doing things right now, or you'll lose this, or you'll lose that. It's nice to take a step back every now and then. Be reminded that actually, things can move at a much slower pace if you want them to. which actually it's kind of like how cities work, right? Like when you're in a city, you're convinced that the whole world is happening right now. My favorite like way to describe this actually is that cities are in the future. Like or you know what people like to say in London is that London time is triple as fast as regular time. Like every year that happens in the real world is like a year and a half in London. And it's basically true when you think about it. In every city, it's basically the same thing, right? Like, if you live in a farm village, it's probably been the same the last 100 years you've lived there. Like, yeah, my granddaddy taught me how to drive the tractor. I'll teach my son how to drive the tractor one day, and all that sort of thing. And hopefully we'll live exactly the same life. Whereas in a city, it's more like, oh yeah, so my dad was a plumber, and now I work as a computer programmer in a major organization, and I think my son might be a hybrid cyborg of some form. Used in the military to fight with the the other armies. It's going to be some weird progression like that. And then his grandson won't exist because we'll have all killed each other. It's going to be like, things are moving much faster. Maybe for better, maybe for worse, but that's why it's important that we build cities like we're doing today. Speaking of which, I'm not building anything right now because I ran out of all the zones. Oh, because I don't have enough happiness going on. So, pro tip, you need to have a lot of happy people in your city. 64% is not enough to reproduce. So what we do is we can turn down our taxes. So I don't know if there's any actual difference between changing different taxes, but I'm assuming if we turn up income tax and down sales tax. Oh, actually, do you see that? Like, things changed. If we put it to high, we get more demand. So we turn this down to low. Yeah, based on the different things. So we turn property tax all the way down. And then we could take out a loan from the bank. But yeah, let's just turn all the taxes down to low. And let's stimulate that demand. Let's get people wanting to move here, wanting to reproduce, wanting to do the stuff they want to do. It's going to be great fun. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that are weird and different depending on how you live, different lives, I guess. So yeah, one of the things I also did today is I spent like a significant amount of time in a pharmacy. I never deal with pharmacies because I guess I don't get sick as much as the average human being. Maybe for better, maybe for worse. Like, I wish I did understand the system a bit better, because I vaguely understand that if you have problems and you have to go to a hospital, that sucks and you really, really don't want that. But I've never really understood the process of like if you have the type of illness that takes like 6 years to dig in, it's like, so I guess you speak to someone as soon as you notice it, right? And it's like, who do you speak to? And if you have something bad, you go to like something called accident and emergency, where you wait for 4 hours, which doesn't sound like an emergency. Health is weird, is my point here. But I was in a pharmacy where, a lot of people came in and out, and also because I was in there for a while, I was just kind of searching the shelves. And it's weird when you realize how many different drugs are required on a daily basis by so many different people. Like, I personally panic that I require contact lenses every month or so. If the brand of contact lenses I use, or if contact lenses just stop existing for some reason, I don't get to see, or I guess glasses. But, hypothetically, right now, zombie apocalypse, well, I've got to go find some glasses in my house, or in 30 days when my contact lenses run out, I guess I can't see for the rest of time until I go raid a factory or something. Imagine being like, oh yeah, so I need 6 types of drugs every day, and I guess if there's a zombie apocalypse, I'm dead later that afternoon. Maybe that's a better way to live life. Like, live life like there might be a zombie apocalypse any evening, or maybe that's terrible. I don't know. I'm just it's just one of those things that I'm always thinking about at least a little bit. But yeah, one of the other weird things about the whole pharmacy is I guess the fact that if you announce to someone that you have a baby, right? It's like this big happy announcement. Like, you tell your family, like, hey mum, I've got some really good news. We're having a baby or whatever. But yeah, this isn't what I want. This is the ugliest road ever. Oh, and I've run out of money anyway. So I guess what we'll do now is we'll watch the city grow. Maybe have a party, or a tornado maybe. I mean, tornado, party. Similar enough here, right? Can we build one of these yet?
Fire chief here.
Can we? Oh. Okay, tell me. Okay, level 7, I actually can get one. So we're going to build a fire department. But yeah, you can announce you're having a baby to everyone. Your family, your friends, your neighbor. I don't know who people announce that to. But yeah, that's a big thing. Despite the very implicit things that come with, like, we had a baby. There's a lot of different layers to what you're admitting right there. But yet, if you admit the exact opposite of that, that's a very hushed up, hide that from everyone kind of announcement, right? Like, an anti-baby if you emit one of that. That's like, ooh, that's don't tell anyone. That's repress that till the end of time. And I know, I think that's weird enough by itself. But I also think it's, my country is running out of cash. Low taxes is not a good idea. Raise the taxes, raise the taxes. Okay. So we put them all back on moderate, and we hopefully don't die. That's the plan. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay, the money's coming back in again. Because people leave when there's no money in the government. I'm not sure I understand that one entirely. But people are coming back now. It's all good. The economy's not dying anymore. But yeah, like I was saying, like first of all, like that whole thing, and second of all, what even is an anti-baby? Like when you really think about it, you're like, oh, that's like opposite, if anything, is like the absence of something, right? But no, it's actually like, what would it be, like an old person? Someone who is 1 year old is the same as someone who is 1 year. Oh, there is a genuine fire, and I cannot afford a fire department. So we can afford a fire department at 15,000. So we'll just wait till the tax money comes in till we deal with the fire. That is responsible government holding right there. Oh, okay, it's taken over a whole fire block. So as long as it doesn't affect our tax revenue, we don't have to deal with it. Like, it's good for the economy when you have to rebuild broken buildings. Actually, fun little fact. I think this is widely debunked as being not true. However, let's spread it anyway because that's how humans spread information. But oh, okay, now that whole that's a solid third of the city on fire right now. Oh, okay. See, but now when the fire goes out, there's space for the fire department. So really, that's a good thing. You know how I said earlier, like in the last video, cities have this big problem where, they have to deal with like decisions made thousands of years ago that just aren't efficient today. Like I said, Boston has the highway that went right through the city center. London is built like garbage because it's just a bunch of... I mean, it looks really nice, but it's terrible if you'd want to drive a car. So it's not a driving city as a result. When cars came around, they couldn't really exist there. And in a similar vein, like this city sucked because there wasn't a fire department. And the fire made plenty of space for one, which saved me a lot of destruction. Yeah, really what I'm saying here is more cities should have deliberate fires because it seems to work just about okay in this situation. And there we go. Look, we got a fleet of fire trucks roaming around. Isn't that just wonderful? And we got a quest complete. Yeah, really, what I'm saying here is deadly fires are a good thing, as long as they as long as they don't kill people. Fires are a good thing. Set a fire in your city if you want to help the planning department outstay. They probably want to start it themselves anyway. Be the brave soldier. You've got to be. That's what I'm saying right now. So as soon as that power plant goes online, hopefully all of these houses have power. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, the city is finally back on track. We're not killing people. They're not dying by themselves. And we can just rebuild all this commercial district. Easy as that. Look at that. I am the most wonderful man. But yeah, what is an anti-baby? Like someone who's 1 year away from dying? Except humans, like... I've always... I guess this is something that everyone struggles with a tiny bit. But humans don't have, like, a built-in expiration date. I think life would be so much happier if we did. There's the eternal question, right, that you ask people, like, hey, so if you could find out when you died, would you? And everyone's like, nah, because then you'd be scared of it. Knowing that you can't affect it is, like, terrifying. But if everyone knew and everyone else was going to die, let's say it was printed on your forehead, like, the year at least. Yeah, I think the year at least would be fine. Maybe terrifying for the rest of that year, but if you had an expiration date in your head, one, everyone would get cheaper loans from the bank because... the bank has to factor in the price of, like, maybe you die before you pay back this loan. So, cheap loans. Have I sold you already on this idea? But, I just think it'd be wonderful because then, like, there'd be no more, like, fear of, like, oh, man. So I feel like everyone in life either has too much fear of death or no fear of death. Like, there are those people who, like, jump on skis out of helicopters down mountains that have never been explored before. Where it's, like, 1/2 meter wide, or you fall and you die. And it's like, that's probably not valuing life enough. And then there's people who I feel like value it too much, where they're like, I only drink soup that I make myself because I don't trust that someone hasn't poisoned it. That's a bit too far on the other side. So, also, yeah, I feel like a lot of this game, the actual, something to do. they know that I'm kind of running out of things. So let's do this. Let's get recreation to 100%. Oh, one of the issues must be the fact that, one of the other issues is the fact that I don't have police. So, traffic, special, safety. Oh, we get one soon. But We're gonna get lots of just happy things going because I feel like, yeah, that'll make people happy. I feel like we need to have more happiness in the world. Let's throw a few parks just around, because happy people apparently make more money in this game. That's a good incentive system. Let's hold a party. This time we're not just losing tax money. We're doing it. Oh, it's over here now. We're doing it for reasons. That's wonderful. So this treasure chest is still here. What do I have to do to get it? Do I demolish it? Can't build there. So I'm assuming eventually there's some treasure chest opener. It seems that I guess that must be oil, right? Like this is the medieval equivalent of how you represent oil. Like, oh yeah, there's a treasure chest there. One day you'll open it and you'll be a very rich society. Like Qatar and the liquid natural gas or something. So something weird like that. Anyway, let's also build a beach, because as people always say, life is a beach. Not necessarily in that accent. So let's throw one there. Oh look, that's nice. A bit far out of town, but I mean it's commonplace to drive to the beach anyway. Yeah, we got everything going well here. That's nice. There's even a man fishing. Maybe relatedly. Oh, he's a builder. This is a very weird beach with lorries driving. I have lots of questions about this beach, actually. Oh, we can zoom all the way out, too. Oh, there's a desert over here. Interesting. Okay, so far, my city's going quite well. We're going to spend some more time kind of maintaining the status quo. Because I feel like the actual amount of, stuff we have to do, it feels fairly limited. Maybe I'm just not expanding fast enough, and that's why. Oh, no, I don't want to build there. Yeah, maybe I'm just not expanding fast enough or ambitiously enough. But it seems as... Oh, no, it's so hard, when I'm this zoomed out to, actually pick an amount to do. But maybe I'm just not being ambitious enough right now. Maybe I just need to make some big strides of these commercial districts. Get some housing going on out here, too. But what we'll do is... Actually, before we go, we'll spend a bunch of time just getting all the stuff built. We're rolling money right now, and whenever you're rolling money in a game like this, just expand recklessly, honestly. Too much. To the point where people say, really, you should not roll out that fast. And then you go, screw it, and you do it anyway. That's how much expansion we need. There we go. This is a big city now. So yeah, as you can see, we've gone from village to, little town. So now we've got, mega skyscraper corporations. What even is this? The Green Shop? The Green Shop again? Another premium Clovier right next to the other one. That's how you know you've reached good city status. When everything in your whole city just starts cloning itself. There are 6 Costas in my town. Costa is a Starbucks equivalent for those of you not inside the UK and maybe France. When you start having duplicate short stores, that's how you know you've made it, I think. And as a result, therefore my little town right here has made it. We're doing pretty well. We've got happy music too. Don't know if you can hear it, right? We're even going to have a police station. A French-speaking police person, it sounds like. I think things are going well in the Pocket City land. Let me know what you thought of this little weird one-off, maybe more than one-off series with your comments. This channel is mostly just I want to experience new things, new games. And I feel like this one actually has been a lot of fun because I picked it up, again, I was in the pharmacy dealing with some stuff earlier. Playing this game made things a bit better. And maybe it does for you too. There we go. We finally got it done. We've got a police station. Oh, and Pocket City is a stop. What a perfect time to end the video. Thank you very much for watching today's Thingamajiggy. And third channel, don't care. Goodbye.